So I was the first engineer hired there, and Adam was hired to run sales. And we noticed this interesting kind of like quirk about sales versus engineering. Engineering is, very analytical and quantitative, but in terms of actually analyzing it, it's super vibes based. You have to do like manager calibrations and, kind of like get people's feelings in their performance review. And there's no good way to like quantify this stuff. Sales, it's all about, it's a relationships business, right? It's all about, how can you like, partner with an organization and get them to the result you want. But in terms of evaluating it, it's extremely quantitative. It's how much revenue are you bringing into the company? And so there was this funny irony, and we were thinking like, how can we kind of like bridge this gap? How can we bring the same benefits of like being very like quantitative and analytical from sales over to engineering? It seemed like a natural fit. So originally we tried to do something that was maybe not a great idea. We were trying to build like an AI engineering manager, and it wasn't very successful. We were going to people and trying to sell it.
It's a common idea. A lot of people are still working on that. Hopefully they don't get too discouraged by you saying that. But yes, that is a common idea.
Right. Right. Okay. So it wasn't working. And we were talking to all these different people. And the thing that we kept hearing when we would try to pitch this is, cool, how are you going to show me that it's working? And what we realized is like the underlying problem there is nobody actually had a good way of understanding like how much work is my engineering team getting done. You can count lines of code. Everybody knows this BS. You can count number of PRs, story points, whatever it is. Like there was just no good answer to this. And so we were like, all right, let's solve that problem first. Let's just understand the work before we're like suggesting anything or trying to do anything for you.
Yeah, it's like the old thing where the best engineers write negative lines of code.
Yeah, exactly.
And so you want to capture that that's actually creating value, that someone just submits patches that deletes tons and tons of code.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly. And so the big unlock here is, LLMs can actually look at code and understand what it's doing. And it's actually much easier to evaluate something than to do it. And so what we did was we trained our own model, built on top of these LLMs to evaluate the work that engineers were doing and quantify it in this way. And that was the kind of first inkling of success that we actually had after, some months spent in the wilderness of the AI engineering manager idea.